Most of these companies are just thinking about profit margin, so they find every way how to give us more advertisement. Like sometimes when you go into a supermarket and you buy a bread,
You see Konservierungsstoffe and everything, yeah?
I see everything except the yeast and the flour.
I travel here and there a lot also for work. So sometimes I grab something to just
protein.
protein just to have a quick something, you know? Sometimes that makes you gag. It
The
is
flavors,
disgusting sometimes.
artificial chocolate flavors, rough.
Mm-mm.
So, should we begin?
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. An interesting take.
Welcome.
I'm Jamil,
I'm Jules.
and as we dive right into it, I'd like to ask the audience, is there something that just annoys the hell out of you?
Many things.
So, as we dive right into our topic for today,
Before we dive into our topic of today, we have our usual announcement. Keep in mind that we listen and we do judge. Means that if you do not like our statements or do not like what we say, you can always choose different.
and also, thank you. So, as we dive right into it, what would you say would be one of your first annoyance
Annoyance in general.
in general?
Well, we've had a little bit of a discussion before, and one of my main things is definitely right now, but I know that this is one of yours as well, advertisements or advertisements.
Advertisements.
Yes, because advertisements for me, it feels like it is everywhere. And watching a video on YouTube, that I understand. That if you have a video on YouTube, before you watch, you have like, I don't know, 2 minutes that you have to watch or something.
My problem with advertisement is not the content that is being advertised sometimes, but also the content that is being advertised, I also have a bit of issue with. So I'm actually contradicting myself in both areas. But advertisement is very important, especially if you want to showcase a certain brand, a certain service, or any other
It's just
things.
getting too much.
But yes, it's the amount.
Because we always make fun of it every time we watch a movie or a series on, I think it's Prime.
Yeah, on Prime.
Prime, it's just do it to us.
The thing was, most times you pay for these services.
Yes.
And your entire intention is to not have the advertisement. That's why you pay this certain amount of money for.
Well, the first intention is to be able to watch that.
Yeah, to watch your movie or to watch your series.
And back in the days, I remember that there was no advertisement. In the beginning, it was everyone on Netflix, everyone on Prime, on Disney, etc. just got looked into that. And
that is what I'm talking about. The greed. It has been. Most of these
Amazon
companies,
Prime is awful.
Most of these companies are just thinking about profit margin, so they find every way how to give us more advertisement. Like when it comes to Super Bowl, do you know how important an advertisement is?
Do you know how expensive they are? For 30 seconds, you know how much you pay?
How much you pay?
Over 3 million.
3 million?
For 30 seconds.
And that is why I'm talking about, that is what I mean by how devious or how extreme an advertisement can be for people. And if they see that actually, yes, these advertisements are actually working. Because do you know much time, I remember when you used to watch like normal cable TV with an advertisement, and you're watching a nice movie and then all of a sudden
you had like one nice we used to make a game out of this. Every time they had advertisement, we used to like say, we had to guess as soon as we saw the advertisement which product and which brand it is.
Yeah,
but that was fun because there was every now and then, you know, some advertisement.
Yeah, but no.
On Amazon Prime, it feels worse than cable TV.
You know that and that's the thing also. Sometimes you had advertisement that you'd be like, okay, I don't mind watching this because it's something informative. No, these advertisements, they force it on your throat. Sometimes it has nothing to do with, or you can actually relate not to this type of advertisement.
No, mostly not, no. And which is funny because back in the days when I used to live in the US advertisements, they are horrible.
Contagious.
Horrible.
Contagious.
All about Jesus. All about
Nah.
doch.
Nothing is wrong with a bit of advertisement for Jesus. We need that right now because the world need God. Anyways, we need more of those advertisements. I'm now
But then
promoting more of these advertisements.
1-800 call the hospital, stuff like that. Anyways, the advertisements in general is just getting out of hand. So I agree with that. Advertisement is getting the Lulu in quick.
And do you know what is also netted with are connected or intertwined with advertisements?
No.
Subscriptions.
What about them subscription?
I remember when you had a subscription plan,
Like
you knew what you were getting.
like for
There's subscription plans for a Netflix. You got a subscription plan for Netflix. You know you're getting your different movies, and you know what your bill was for your subscription plan at the end of the day. Now they're taking subscription plans to a whole different level. You do not owe nothing anymore. Back in the days when you go to when you actually wanted, let's say you bought a game. You bought something.
a car.
That was yours. You bought a car. That was yours. Could enjoy buying and owning something and also pass it down from one generation to the next. If especially they had like a nice catalog of music, these
Because that's
cassettes or whatever it might be, you can pass it down. But now the subscription plans, I found out you need a subscription plan for your printer. There was this entire
my mom has that.
outrage about that.
Yeah, my mom has that because she has her own company. So she basically is leasing a printer, and in that for every print, depending if it's black-handed, but then at the same time you also have to buy the colors.
So you buy the colors, but you have to have a subscription plan to print.
Yeah.
Devious.
That's how people make money these days.
But
I like the example you also gave with the car.
Oh yes.
You buy a car.
It's my car. I'm sweating blood, sweat, and tears every month to pay for insurance.
You think it's your car.
If I'm paying that much money for your monthly installments for this car, you'd assume that it's at the end, it's going to be yours. But you also have to pay for heating in your car.
I don't know about that.
Yes. It was a German brand I heard, or a few others.
VW?
I would call them
VW?
I don't know.
Volkswagen?
Wir gucken mal. Apparently, yeah, you purchase this car, or you have to do in your you down payment, but for the heating of your seats, you actually have to pay a subscription plan for it.
I think you also have to do that with Tesla and stuff. That if you buy a Tesla, you have to then have an account with Tesla to get like certain things.
Subscription plan for self-driving. and if you don't pay a subscription plan,
you can't drive. See, this is why the Big Brother is watching you there as well. They know your data.
All the information.
This has a lot to do with getting information and data,
Yes.
Because if you have regular installment, regular information input, information output, then you know what the people that are doing, and you can even adjust your devious plan.
And that's the thing. There's also this intertwine, as I said before, intertwined between the old advertisement subscription, but there's also an fine print that no one actually speaks about, and it's the terms and conditions. You said to me, most people don't talk about that much.
Oh, no. Nobody reads them. That's what I said.
But no one reads them. And that's very true. And that is where most of these big companies put every little details so they can take all your information, all your data, as you just mentioned, and use it, and then put it back now into advertisements, put it back now into all these subscription plans, and put it back right towards us. Crazy, no?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you could take the time out and go through the terms and conditions and read everything,
Empress, there's no one who is going to sit down.
Oh, I know.
And read.
I know someone.
Someone sat down.
I know someone wherever she buys something or gets something, she first take the time and reads terms and conditions.
I need to meet that person. I need that person to actually be in my life so they can actually help me with
Oh,
what's
they
going
don't.
through.
Then she's not going to read your terms and conditions.
That actually needs to be a job occupation.
Yeah, man. Reading terms but that's what you have AI for. Take the
So-
terms and conditions, put them in AI and give a nice prompt on.
So we know use their AI and
Yeah, man.
everything
Yeah, man.
back to benefit us.
You heard it here first. If you want to have a good overview what is going on in your terms and conditions,
Give it to
use AI.
yeah.
Yeah. See, one life lessons here already.
That's true. Lovely. Because these terms and conditions sometimes.
But regardless of all of this, we also spoke about something that really annoyed us. And I think this is something we need to get into.
And what is that?
Is the whole protein here, protein there. Protein is everywhere.
Exactly.
That annoys the shit out of me.
It annoys me as well because we are both sports fanatics. We enjoy doing
We
sports.
enjoy our sports and also enjoy good food.
Exactly. And
But
can imagine
with that, and we also like, because that has something to do with also being comfortable, you know, we also like being comfortable. With that being said, means I also like to buy things to make my life easier. I totally agree. But
I had to laugh because I know why.
Why?
Because when you're buying stuff, every week I have to be asking, what is this? What did we get now?
Yeah, but I like to have food in my cabinet, so I know what is there. So with that being said, though, I have a problem with that whole protein here, protein there, and we advertising protein
Supplements.
supplements, but also substitutes. That's what I wanted to say. Substitutes as alternative to good foods.
Oh yeah.
And that is something that makes me mad, you know.
To add more to what you're actually saying just now, I've realized that now there's protein in every product.
There's protein in protein.
There's protein in protein.
Yeah, man. Double protein.
You get a simple chocolate, yogurt, whatever
Everything.
it might be.
Quack. You can't buy quack.
You see at the side,
high
25% protein.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I like that you said that with the percent, because that's what they do a lot. They say a lot of like 25%, but 25% of what? They can say 25% of the amount of sugar that is in there.
No, but the thing is, there's a trick to the system, you know, and I will try and share it with you guys if you guys want to find out. So yeah, when they say 25 grams protein, sometimes, you know, if you look at the back, it says probably if 100 grams, if you have like 100 grams in the
then you have
25% is.
But this thing is 25 grams.
But the entire product is way less than 100 grams.
Yeah,
so you're getting way less protein.
Yeah. But also, this has also, coming back to our topic earlier, a little bit to do with the whole terms and conditions, because many people don't take the time out, also that would be uncomfortable, to read what is in the back and to really like think about, is that true? What is advertised here? Or do I need to think about it and critically look at what I'm buying? Yeah,
so I would just don't trust the advertisement that they actually have on most of these products.
And I think this is a whole thing, not only protein, but in general, don't trust all the advertisement on products. And I'm the biggest advertisement nerd. Like, if they're good colors and everything, I'll fall for it.
Yeah, but always go at the back, look at the nutrition label, and make sure that, you know, everything matches. Because what they might put on the...
Remember when we had that? The Nährwerttabelle.
The Nährwerttabelle?
Nährwerttabelle.
What is that?
That's the table for the nutrition.
Yeah, the table for the nutrition. Sometimes you need to check that out.
Because in most of these products, even if it's not refined sugar, there is heaps of stevia or sugar substitutes which are not necessarily natural and which are not really good for your body long term. And remember, because we were talking about sugar, remember, we've had this thing for a little excursion. When we start talking, you always told me you always drank your juice, and juice is really important to you and being healthy and whatever. And then I showed you what is on that product that is necessarily just concentrate of certain fruits and stuff.
Yeah.
So with that being said, just think about what you're buying, and also if that is a substitute to a good, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and I always say the substitutes, when it comes down to whole sugar substitutes and all of these things, I have a massive problem with that, because most of these brands keep writing no sugar.
Yeah.
And to like a normal consumer, they assume that
Yeah.
so it's sugar free.
That's
But
the
you
same.
need to also understand what makes it sweet then.
Yeah, man. It's like Fanta Zero, this, that's Coca-Cola Zero, blah bloops.
Red Bull,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
zero sugar.
Yeah.
There is a substitute, and most times I assume that these are artificial sugars.
Yeah.
And they're not also the best things.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think that's something really important to keep in mind when you look at food, because I have no problem with, for instance, good protein substitute. I am the first to say it's not every day that you can have, let's say, 1.5 grams or 2 grams of protein per kilogram per day.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. I understand that. But the same thing is to then think about, what am I putting to my body? I don't want to sound like, oh, my body is my temple. I also love to have my little chocolate in here and there.
Your body's a temple, but
find a balance.
Yeah, there's a balance to it.
You can have, I said that the other day to someone, you can have your pizza, you can have your this and that, you can have your protein shake, no problem. But just look at what you're intaking and also how much you're intaking.
And that's the thing. Not everyone is able to eat a healthy food or a healthy dish every day.
Yeah.
But it's all about not allowing these advertisements or all these distracting labels to let you eat something that you assume is good, but actually it isn't. So just take the time out, read those nutrition label at the back. And I always said before, if I got the back of a product and I'm reading something and it is too difficult to pronounce, I'll be like, okay, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But
no, that's really important.
It's
a good boundary.
Yeah.
It's a good boundary, because I don't know what all these things are, but if I don't know what all these things are, there's a reason for it.
It's a perfect example. You're making a bread. When you make a bread, most times you need your flour, your baking powder, your yeast, all of these small all of these ingredients. But then sometimes when you go into a supermarket and you buy a bread,
you see Konservierungsstoffe and everything, yeah?
I see everything except the yeast and the flour.
And
I assume those would have actually been the first two things that you see on the package. No. I find it to be quite funny how most of these
I find it sad, to be quite frank. I find it sad that we're at a point where nutrition became so almost irrelevant to certain people, or which has become such a pool of possibilities for companies to fuck us over. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes, it's crazy.
So is there anything else that is annoying you? Or annoying us?
Well, we said
subscription was there.
Advertisements in general, and
all things protein.
Everything protein, which sometimes, by the way, I didn't even say that, because I was trying some of these, because me being lazy sometimes. I travel here and there a lot also for work, so sometimes I grab something to just protein just to have a quick something, Sometimes that makes you gag. It is
flavors
disgusting sometimes.
Artificial chocolate flavors. Rough.
Chocolate, I think it's normal, but sometimes if you buy this fruit thing,
strawberries taste
banana,
like rubber.
Banana tastes like feet. That is awful. No, man.
I can imagine.
No, man.
That's why I always said it. I'd rather go into the kitchen and just make a little
something.
That's the best you can do. Stick to the naturals.
Or buy yourself a can of tuna and some salads.
A can of tuna. I was about to say a chicken and a can of Coke.
A chicken and a can of Coke.
A chicken and a can of Coke.
Okay, what?
With
Does something annoy you?
service charge.
Service charge?
The hidden service fees, my sweetheart.
Where?
Aren't we using Volt?
Volt, yeah. Yes.
When Volt said, you're putting everything into the
20%
cards.
off.
You're putting everything into the cards.
And then all of a sudden, €4 extra.
€4 extra.
Every time.
Why?
Why?
Because there's the
Why?
Anyways, can we get back to our service charge, please?
Yes. No. Okay. So service fees everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. You pay for something. There's a price. And then at the end, service charge.
You know what's not annoying me as well when we talk about extra charge is like when I'm not sure if you have ever ordered something on Etsy.
Etsy. I know Etsy.
It's like handmade things sometimes, and it's actually really nice because sometimes you have like not the ordinary things, and you can buy some special things, and it's crazy because sometimes you can't really see where it comes from, so you pay this transportation or like this shipping fee of like sometimes like €12. They want something like that from you.
But I understand that because you need to understand Etsy. I actually had a store on it, striped socks. You guys, I don't know if it's actually still available, but I had a store on Etsy, and it's not easy to have a good profit margin, especially if you also have to include
No, the thing was that
if you also need to include the service, if you also need to include what's that thing called
shipping
again?
fee.
If you also need to include shipping fees.
They don't include the shipping, which is fine. I have no problem not including the shipping fee, but then make it more transparent where something comes from and how much it will cost you in the beginning. Then you have the overall price in total, and then you don't click on it and say, it's €15 because I like the product. And then when you put it in your basket, all of a sudden you realize it's €800 because the shipping fee is
I understand that, but I know that Etsy has a lot of small companies. Hence, yes, you have to also let the consumer take on a bit of the whole shipping fee. So that
of course,
I
but
can
just
see
make it
it.
more transparent.
But what annoys me is that most times you have like Amazon Prime, and you expect everything to be fully covered.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Now they have Amazon Prime.
You need Prime.
Prime or Prime. Yeah.
That is what annoys me. Because Prime is extremely expensive.
Yeah, mom.
And you're paying that every month.
No, it's I think per year, no? I think it's yearly.
When do you get that?
But regardless, you pay a fee.
You have the monthly and you have the yearly. Depends on how rich you are nowadays. Affordability is
Are
not
you
in that
rich? Then pay yearly.
Affordability is not in that package anymore.
So, with that being said,
yes,
is there something else that annoys you?
This one annoys me so much. I have to look right into the camera to speak about it. German bureaucracy. I've lived in Germany.
Oh my God.
For 5 years.
No, almost 7.
No, 5 years.
6 years.
5 years. Am I the one living here or are you?
We've had this discussion the other day as well. It is 6 years already.
So I've lived in Germany for 6 years.
Yes, my love.
And I've gone through the whole German bureaucracy.
In and out.
First and foremost, before I actually get into the whole German bureaucracy, guys, if you're enjoying the conversation, please
ring, share, like, subscribe, and whatever you want to do, do it. But most of all,
write a comment and let us know what are the things that are annoying you at the moment that we did not highlight today. So, as I get back into the whole German bureaucracy, in our last episode, we spoke about living abroad.
Yes.
And we did not mention the German bureaucracy in that episode. So I'm taking the time now to explain to you guys the annoyance of German bureaucracy. So I've lived in Germany for roughly 6 years. And When I came to Germany, I found out that in Germany, they like to have paperweights.
Yes.
Paper is important.
Yes.
Everything has to be printed.
Yes.
Now everything is now moving a bit into the future, so there are a little bit of digitalization happening. However,
Slowly but surely.
You have to have a printout of every document,
Yeah, man.
and you have to make sure that you save that document,
Yeah,
because you
with your
never
life.
know
With your life.
what will be required of you in the future from
Yes.
from a Ausländeramt.
Ausländeramt, yeah, man.
Or-
Well, not every
or
one of
from
us has to
city.
do with the Ausländeramt because it's obviously for Ausländer as for you.
Yeah,
So for immigrants.
but the German bureaucracy is so confusing.
Yeah, but even for us non-immigrants, for us German, it is horrible. Everyone who knows and has something to do with German bureaucracy always says the same thing. It is horrible. You have
Appointments.
no transparency. Who is in charge? It is sometimes it is Miss Daisy, next time is Miss Powell.
So I'm in the process of trying to get German citizenship,
Mm-hmm.
and the structure of who to talk to,
Mom.
what is needed,
When it is
needed,
and where you need to go.
how I can get an appointment for something.
Mom.
It's too much. Though. I think most of these people need to find like a middle ground between the people working in these offices and also the people who are outside
And I
that are being
think
affected.
in some, because I work a lot also with digitalization in the public sector. And some of the areas, because here we work in 3 different areas of Landes- and Kommunalebene, and some of the Bundesländer also have, which I really like, but we don't have it yet in Nordrhein-Westfalen, like a chatbot, for instance, that is really, really good. So you can specifically ask them, listen, I don't know what to do with this. Can you tell me where to go with that?
That is very important that you highlighted that when you said specifically,
Yeah.
it is good, because the worst thing you want is they remove the entire human communication on a phone call and they give you a robot.
Yeah, no.
I experienced that. I made a phone call and
Nordrhein-Westfalen is still behind on those things, but some of the Bundesländer have some really good communication possibilities that you can also chit chat in between, but we're not there yet in Nordrhein-Westfalen.
Yeah.
And the thing is, here you have like the decentralized system, Föderalsystem means every Bundesland is in charge for their own, and on top of that, every little Kommune does their own little thing. You know, Cologne does something different than Bonn.
True, because I have a friend. He is actually doing also the same process.
Yes, and he also lives in Nordrhein-Westfalen.
And the required documents is completely different than what is required of me because I'm living in Cologne. And I found it to be confusing.
And I wouldn't even be shocked if it's not only like from city to city, but also from Sachbearbeiter to Sachbearbeiter. From the person who's in charge of you to the next person who's in charge of you. Because they sometimes feel like, oh, I want to see something extra. The next one is like, oh, I'm okay.
Exactly. And as a thing, as I said before, I'm doing the entire process. I got an appointment. My appointment was changed and sent to a next amt.
Yeah.
Then the amt required different documents.
Yeah.
I sent them those documents.
Now
I got a new termin, a new appointment. The new appointment sent me back to my old office, and then they were like, okay, just fill out this document. And I was like, I'm playing yin yang in this bitch.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I lost my little anecdote from my side. I lost my ID, my Personalausweis, multiple times in my life because I'm clumsy as hell when it comes to my wallet. And I don't care. So I've lost it a million times. Now, last time I lost it, I said, you know what? I'm not getting a new one because
the process.
No, but because I have my passport and you can mainly do everything here with your passport. You don't necessarily need that ID.
Wait until one day they say you need your passport plus an ID.
Yeah.
Same information.
Exactly. The thing is now that
documents.
I want to have an ID because for certain, as you said, digital processes, you need to have the German ID, not the passport, to register. And I told them, listen, I lost my ID. I want a new one. And now they were like, we need a write like a written statement from the police from that point where you lost it. And I was like, me bombo clock. This
That's
is
what I
like
mean.
16 years ago. I don't have this. And now I can't have a German ID.
Relating to that exact situation, you said 16 years ago. That's what I mean when I said every paper that you get,
Mhm.
you need to keep a copy of it, because they required me to also send my paychecks
Yeah, man.
for the last 4 years. And I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
where do I find
Where-
this?
Is it still available?
The last 4 years they
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
these payslips. And I was like, who sits down and collects all of their paychecks and actually have them saved in a
Ready.
container?
Mhm.
And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that is a whole different level of
Yeah.
bureaucracy.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do we take from this? Do we have like let's say
Overall message,
not an overall message, especially when it comes to bureaucracy? Do you have like a tip, like a hint, a recommendation
a tip or a recommendation?
when it comes to German bureaucracy?
To be honest, most
Don't
times,
move to Germany.
nah, I would not say don't move to Germany. As we said in our last episode, living in Germany has its pros and cons. You just have to find different ways of maneuvering through all of these struggles or roadblocks that you would experience in the whole German bureaucracy. A tip would be that probably
Save everything.
save every document, every receipt that you have, save it. You do not know when it will be required of you to hand it in, or it is needed for you to fulfill a process or something of that sort. Save every document, make copies as well on digital. Hold on, my sweetheart. Make copies of these in a digital format so you can actually use it when you need to upload something or send to the aunt.
And if you don't have it yet, a strong recommendation, get your birth certificates. Man,
Translated and everything.
everything. This will be the pain in the whenever they ask you.
Yeah. And the next thing would be call. They always tell you when you send in an application or you send in an email, we received it.
We will get to go back to you.
There's no response that comes after. You sit down for 3, 4, 5, 6 months.
Yeah, take initiative.
Make a phone call and get an answer at least in your head, and be like, okay.
So you can get that out of your head.
A bit of reassurance. Say, okay, they got the email indeed.
Yes.
And I just need to wait and see how everything processes. But it's a journey and it takes
time.
A lot of patience as well, man.
Yeah.
A lot of patience.
And learning curve. That is definitely a thing that comes along with it. Okay.
So
I think we have a couple things that annoy us, went through them.
And yeah, as we just said, guys, if there's anything that is also annoying you as well, please feel free to leave a comment below.
Yes.
And let us know a few of those annoyances.
Share, like, subscribe. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for partaking. We really enjoy it. We enjoy ourselves. So let's continue doing this. And
we hope to see you in the next episode.
Exactly.
Cheers.
Bye.